Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. My apologies. So as I was streaming, I had a big crash where basically OBS crashed on me, and then it also was making other things freeze, like my mouse and keyboard were lagging and freezing. And it got to the point, even though I closed OBS, I was like, do I really want to open it again and try to stream again? No. So I restarted the whole thing. I restarted my whole PC. Everything seems to be fine. It could have been various factors causing this. I'm not sure exactly what, but we seem to be good now that we've restarted. Okay, so we're continuing where we left off. We still have about another 30-40 minutes left on the stream, FYI. Okay, so we were in the middle of this conversation. As you can see, basically we were talking to these guys about the situation, and this is a red check. This means that after we do this check, if we fail, we can never do it again. So maybe it's worth it to put one into composure right now because we have 1 point and just see what happens. I think we might. I think let's do it. Let's put a point into the red chat. Let's do it. So this is now going to buff it to 58%. So, man, we have a good chance of getting this, but we might not. And we also don't know what it's going to lead to. But we can try, and that's it. We don't have another one, right? No. And that's it. We can't equip anything. Yeah, we're trying. All right. Well, guys, everyone ready? Every time that we have one that's in my favor, I fail it. Seriously. So, fingers crossed, arms crossed, legs crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed. Let's see if we can get it. Ready? By the way, one quick thing. I just want to check on something. I want to make sure my settings for my mic are correct. Oh, firmware update is now available. Gee, thanks for telling me live in the middle of my stream. The colors are wrong, but it looks like the settings are correct. Yes, okay. I'll do the firmware update later, I guess. All right. All right, everyone, ready? We're going to try this now. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
I told you, it's ridiculous. I only seem to pass checks when I'm not supposed to. Tonight, I passed 2 low-chance checks to further the investigation, but I can't pass the ones that are in my favor. It sucks ass.
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
All right, so now I have other questions. That sucked ass.
What, copper?
So why don't I just arrest you, Titus?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
So look, you confess to murder. I'm taking you in step even closer.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
That's an Easter 50, a Ziemsk-made monstrosity. It'll blow your head clean off.
We could still try to arrest him. Does he really want to mess with us? I don't know. What do we do? This is a tough one. Screw it.
The
Grab
last
him.
thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast. Not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances. Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented, and added that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Is that the end of the game? You're serious? You're serious? I have to do the whole thing over? The game has a game over? And then I have to redo all of that from the start? Are you fucking kidding me? How would I have known that that's how it would end? And why is the autosave from an hour ago? You've got to be joking me. The autosave is from an hour ago?
The bullet is safely sealed beside his orderly handwriting. The bullet looks especially
You've
sad,
got to be
like a
kidding
tiny,
me.
shriveled head of cauliflower. The squashed bullet.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, if we find who, in conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours.
The jacket of the bullet is. You can just about. It's quite.
What can you say about the bullet? A jacketed.
We were right.
Even the RC.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks.
This
that
is
open
nonsense.
the
They're gonna try to make me do it all over again?
What? Well, if I was the. If we. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours.
You can't remember what happened last week.
Now I'm
What
gonna
makes you
fail
think you're
these.
going to remember arcane firearm models.
This is nonsense. They're forcing me to do the whole thing again
bullet is
because
still
there's a
safely sealed
bullshit
away
game
in a plastic
over in the
bag
middle.
bearing the RCMs. You can't
Now it's
remember
gonna
what
fail.
happened last
No,
week.
fuck
What
this.
makes you think
This
you're
is
going to remember
terrible.
arcane firearm?
The game doesn't save. The game puts you into a game over situation when there has never been a game over situation before in the entirety of the game. And now they expect you to replay an hour and redo all of the checks? Fuck this. This is awful. No, this is legit bad, like bad game design.
The bullet beside his orderly handwriting. The squashed bullet has
What? Well, if we find in conclusion, the more.
the jacket of the bullet. It's quite. You can just.
What can you say? A jacketed.
We were right.
Even the RC.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. You can't remember what happened last week. The squashed bullet.
This is fucking terrible gameplay. Are you shitting me? What horrid game design that there's an instant loss where you have to replay gameplay. This never happened before in the game. You never would have known that. You're 15 hours into the game. Now they're going to introduce a game over? What is wrong with that?
The bullet is still safely sealed away. You can't remember what happened.
This is fucking terrible. I'm actually pissed right now. Do you think I'm gonna not do this plotline that I've earned?
The bullet beside his
Of knowing
orderly
about the
squashed-
bullet?
What? Well, if we find in conclusion,
The jacket. You can just. It's.
what can you say about a jacketed?
We were.
Even the RC.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. A rifle.
I got it.
Revolutionary period.
I got the roll
The
without
4.46.
even doing anything.
No. Antiques.
What are you thinking? Okay. And? An antique. That makes. I have to have some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle. Imagine. But back to the investigation. Mysterious. Oh,
So we did that. Okay. Okay, we did that. Now we gotta get out of here, right? We gotta do all this over again. We gotta do the whole conversation over again from the start. And I'm gonna save before we do it this time. Oh my god, dude, it's... MD says, when I played this, I died immediately. My character had a heart attack when he was trying to get off a ceiling fan. Oh, yeah? Like, I understand there could be death scenarios, but why would I only be presented with one when I'm 15 hours into the game? And of course, I have no understanding that it can happen. So now I have to redo all of this gameplay. That's incredibly bad. What was that? What book? This is their book entitled. What book?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Can't do this till I have visual calculus. All right, so now we gotta do this whole conversation from the start. Can you believe this crap? So let me put the flashlight away. Did I need any of these? Not suggestion, not esprit de corps, not conceptualization. I think I needed composure. I think I did need composure, so I'm gonna equip that. I don't care about the savoir-faire here. Didn't I also need reaction speed? I felt like I needed a reaction speed, but maybe I'm wrong. What does this do? Give me perception? I probably want the perception more. Okay. Because now I should get a composure buff during the conversation. So I'm not even going to talk to her. Screw her. Right? I don't think she even helped me, right? Let's do a quick save. Now we got to do this whole conversation over.
Over here.
I want to talk to her first. I have to. They force you to, huh?
Let me detect.
Her entire character has shifted.
Yes, so let's get to it. That's type.
It doesn't.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What of the Union? If anything, it is the RCM who do what. Like I already told you, I'm an aggressor. Listen.
Fuck.
So ask what you came to ask. Get sober.
All right, now we got this again.
Derealization.
Okay. Quick save again. What a pain that I just lost all that conversation. We got to start over.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective,
Hey,
What is he?
hey,
we're looking for Titus Hardy.
I can't.
You might.
These guys are. Do a head count first. Start sitting across, and then the M in the far corner. Side in conclusion. Exact.
The fuck is with you, fella? Why do you?
Footprints. We find out about the woman.
This person, she.
So let me.
That's where you're not
Good.
There's no point in pushing it further.
the.
Funny. But my partner and I.
Can't quick save here. Ugh. Mario blueprints all over the scene.
Yeah, we did this.
So we confess to the murder.
These
All 7 together. They're diluting.
are
Who
you
called the
the
shots?
Trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
I talked to Titus
Who do you
again.
fucking think does?
Then I said the harbor master. I'm
When
doing the same
Titus Hardy says
choices.
he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an.
The bullet in his
How
head.
the fuck?
This line of questioning is over.
Why did you kill him? He was a
I-
mercenary.
What kind of.
The kind
This
Piece
one
of garbage.
Really?
Yeah,
wrong
from you
to kill us.
yeah,
He grabbed.
yeah.
Alright,
Show
gotta
me
do
your
all this
con.
again.
Why don't you show me your con?
Aren't
seems like they don't want to talk about that.
no.
There's nothing you can do for now.
When did the hanging happen?
Relax.
How long did you know the victim?
Yeah.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks.
We already did this.
No.
The Pines
Well,
Cow.
How many people have you sent to the Shays?
or send them to reunion to rot. For
I picked the wrong
20
thing.
years. For life.
What we do is different. We enforce the law. You kill people like it's nothing.
But you see, a lawman, is something people.
How did you kill him?
The autopsy.
We. Look, I'm not.
All
gonna-
right. I think we've
Yeah,
almost done everything the
that's
same
right,
now. So
Lawman.
here it is. Here's the composure
Can
check,
we
and it's a
hang
red
the
check. See?
fuck?
So we already got it at 58. We can put another point. We can put points into composure now because I have 2. Now it's 72. We do another one. Now we're 83. That's the best I can do, though. I have no more points. All right. 83. What are the chances? What are the chances I do an 83% composure check and I fail it?
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly well.
This game
one,
is bullshit.
but he's
Every
always
time that I'm
fidgety,
supposed to
so
have the
don't get
advantage to
carried
do a check, it doesn't work. every single time it doesn't work. But when I have disadvantage, they roll and I win. It doesn't even make sense. It's complete fucking nonsense.
Right, fuck.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
My fucking elbow, Copper.
Like what,
This is
Copper?
so dumb. So we'll conclude the questioning because we can't arrest him.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
All right. Well, hopefully everything is working, guys. My apologies for the technical issues. I don't know what happened. It looked like it was an OBS error or a memory error. Guys, I got about 20, 25 minutes left. So every single time we've played this game before, we've hit the goal. Tonight, we are now only 20 minutes away from the end of the stream. All right. And we only have $40. It would really suck if this is the end of it because, like I said, the reason I keep playing this game, despite the fact that we don't get a lot of engagement and attendance for it, is because there is an audience that likes it and supports it. All right. So if we don't get to support tonight, I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the rotation, to be honest. I like the game, but it doesn't have enough appeal. People aren't really watching the videos on demand or whatever. I tried. I mean, now we're what? We're now, I think this is like 14, 15 videos. We're probably like almost 20 hours into it. But
Rent-a-cop.
if people just
So
aren't
that's
that
what this
interested,
is
I don't know
about.
what to say.
He doesn't
You know what I'm
see
saying?
as
I don't know.
equals.
Look at this nonsense. Look at this white check. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the guy's head.
You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hangman's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Indeed, mighty. How did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one
What?
of them heads.
What an idiot.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
So show them the bullet. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Right.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
They're only pretending to enjoy this. Beneath the act, they don't like you knowing this.
Did you shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him?
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Ugh. Well. Show him the bullet.
Wow. He's got it in a real evidence bag and all.
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
All right. Well, don't worry. We'll figure it out later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there somewhere.
Wow. It's because my authority is so low. Well, it's a white check. I'll give it a shot. So I'm going to win this 3% check right now.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Kim, I need your gun. I don't think this is going to work. Kim, I need your gun. We're going to get killed again, aren't we?
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
Everyone calm down. This is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. The gun, please.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Trust me, Kim, I'm merely flesh. There's no other way. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job. Oh my god.
Police job? Be careful, it's loaded.
He gave it to me.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Wow. Put the barrel in your mouth. What the hell?
What are you doing?
Damaged morale. Yeah, but I can just give it right back.
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
These are my thoughts in my head. You will never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me. You better get ready to fucking respect me. I'm not fucking this case up. You will respect me. What the hell? How is this exactly going to do anything? This is so stupid. Oh, how would me putting the gun in my mouth and act like I'm going to commit suicide do anything to sway these people? Why would it? It wouldn't do anything at all. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't sway them in any way, shape, or form. Why would they give a shit? They wouldn't care. Right? Well. What's up, Mega Man X? How you doing? Well, I guess we'll continue. I don't know. I think we're gonna go through with it, but let's see what happens.
We'll solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry. This demonstration is not helping at all.
Inside the small mechanism, you can hear a spring tensing up.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
See, now they're challenging me. This is a bad idea. Pull the trigger. Wow. That sounds great. Wow. This is probably a bad idea. Just saying. That was stupid.
Thank you.
He is infinitely grateful to have that gun back on his belt right now.
Dark? What the fuck was that, you carnies? We haven't seen RCM in 4 years, and this shows up?
I knew he wasn't gonna do it, though. I knew he'd pussy out.
No. I still have my money on him. Sooner or later, he has that look.
What?
Do not think your failed suicide attempt will win you any pity from these men. Do not expect them to forget it soon either.
Again, it was a dark joke. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker, before we continue. Jogging around seems to have a positive effect on you.
Yeah, because the hanging we can't talk about. It doesn't work.
Good one.
About fucking time.
All right.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack
Magnesium.
of magnesium has you slouched.
Oh my lord, what is this now?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
Oh my god.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. 1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
So I need magnesium.
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
What the hell is going on in this game? Seriously. Oh, so now I have to talk to him, to Kim.
What in the name of hell was that supposed to be? The theatrical suicide attempt. We need to talk about it.
I want to talk about it as well.
Yes, well, I was able to recontextualize it as a dark joke. I will not be able to recontextualize it the next time. I understand you sometimes employ extreme interrogation tactics, but I want you to understand that was too extreme.
Of course it was. It was completely stupid, pointless, and a waste of everyone's time, and way too dark and
We can't
grim.
have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford to have that image. Few institutions can.
Well, my gut feeling and it was wrong.
Yes. Very, very, very wrong. I'm glad you see it my way. Let's go.
All right. So that's done, and we can't do anything with that check unless we have high authority, of which we have nothing, right? We have no authority at all. 0, 1, so we're never going to be able to do that. So the only other thing I can think of that we could do right now would be we could find the victim's body and send it to processing, but he'll be gone then, right? We could also go back and talk to Joyce and tell her we want to do the investigation for the drug thing, because we never told her that before, so I don't think it actually started that plot line. Because we did go and talk to the cabbies or whatever, but then nothing happened. So if we go back to Joyce, maybe we can do that. Okay. Guys, final 10 or 15 minutes of the stream, just so you know. So we have a streak of 8 straight streams hitting our goals. This is going to be 9. And we've had a streak of always hitting the goal playing this game. If we don't hit it tonight, sadly, that means that this game is not working anymore, which sucks because I have enjoyed how unique it is. But being that we stream for such a small audience for the game, the videos don't really get any views. You know, it's kind of hinging on the fact that we hit our goals when we play it. So I'm not sure what to do if we don't get any more support right now. It's probably gonna be considered for the end of the playthrough.
Good. What can I help you with?
So where are we right now?
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Look at this. Jamais vu thought complete. We could do this.
What is all of this?
We passed
The
it.
scent, the sound, the air.
Because we finished the check, or the thought, we can pass this now. What world is this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it, in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is it?
Elysium.
Elysium, the world needs a term of endearment.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What is hell?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't think I've got the whole picture yet. I got a clear picture. Let's proceed.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
What does she mean? How come?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
Is she saying we haven't done space travel yet in this world? Inside sideways, what shape is this world then?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
So in this world, they don't even believe that the world is a sphere?
ORG, Occident Revichograd.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big 3 scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona,
What is that?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
But if the world fractured, how would we be alive? How would gravity have retained, and how are we all stuck on the planet? It wouldn't make sense. You'd be hurled into space. There'd be no oxygen.
A cold fear seeps into you.
The pale? What do you mean corona?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly,
What?
imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
Huh?
I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here.
Wow.
But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's gonna get anyone together.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
You say it's disco? Doesn't sound like any of the disco I'd like to go to. I don't care about disco. I only care about the commune. Well, there.
See? Everyone...
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. The lieutenant observes you both, silently.
So this
He
is new
adjusts
now.
his glasses.
Oh, look. RCM uses unjacketed ammo. RCM Kim debriefed. Done. You said pale. What is pale?
The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not part of reality?
Ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and impressionable police officer who is still recovering from a recent medical episode.
Yvonne says I should try the Quarterings coffee for DSP tries it. It's sold on Amazon now. Is it in K-Cup brewing pods? Because if not, then I can't do it. I have a K-Cup coffee maker.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics. What do you want to know?
We have to talk to her
Anything.
about the pale without Kim here, so once Kim leaves with the body, we can do that. Okay, we have a new
You could
objective.
sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
So we could do this, but we really don't need to. We could just do this later anyway, right? We could do it later, so I don't know what to do here. This is like real low. I feel like esprit de corps. Oh, wait, we have clothes we can put on. Hold on.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
We have clothes we can put on to buff esprit de corps, I believe. Yes, see? Two different ones? Oh, they both do the same thing. The disco blazer and this coat. This one also gives me shivers. Okay. That gives me a buff to esprit de corps if we want to try to do that check. Damn, I have 6 composure now. Holy crap. Wonder if I'll use that again in the playthrough. Oh, man. We're pretty much out of time, guys. Like, I try to do, like, one more check. Let's save.
You're back. Good.
Here it is.
can
The
I
drug
help you
trafficking
with?
is what we needed to finish, right?
The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
There's no evidence the lorries are stranded there. It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded
No.
there.
We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, They'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Would I consider this the strangest game I've ever played, asked James? I don't know if strangest is the right wording, but it certainly is one of the most unique with the way that it goes about the dialogue.
Thousands of liters of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motortract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
Why didn't you come to the RCM
We
earlier?
did, on more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
4-month strike, dang.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
You think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
All right, so we can actually proceed now.
Yes?
We'll take the case.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
So now that we accept it, now perhaps they'll say different things.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Okay. So, the only other thing we can do is try to get him to leave for a second so we can have the discussion about the Pale. But if we fail that check, right, then instead he can go to get rid of the body. And when he takes the body away, that's when we can come back and have that conversation regardless. So we can either go for the check, and if the check doesn't work, then we can do it the other way. All right, guys, well, here's the deal. I've been saying this all along as I've played this game, all right? It's definitely one of the most unique games I've ever played. It's incredibly dialogue heavy. Some of the dialogue seems nothing to do with the plot, and it's just philosophical, political, other kinds of discussion, right? I do like the game, but I've been playing it now for 6 streams, if you guys aren't aware. I think this is actually stream number 7 tonight that we've done it, okay? I'm only playing it once a week for a very good reason. It just doesn't bring in much attention. For example, tonight, we have 130 people on YouTube and around 60 people on Kick, okay? So we're not even getting 200 viewers when I play it. The views on YouTube are abysmal. There's some parts of this playthrough that don't even have 300 views yet, okay? And, to be frank, if we hadn't been getting the support we've been getting playing it, I probably would have already dropped it a few weeks ago, okay? But every single time that we played this game, we actually hit the support goal. Tonight is the only night we didn't. In fact, we got 2 contributions early on, 1 tip and 1 super chat. And that's it. We've had nothing. Not a single membership, not a single sub, not another super chat, not another tip. It's been over 2 hours. So all I can say is the game is unique. The game is interesting to me. If people cared about it, I would keep playing it. But the more I play it, people in the chat say they don't like it. The views on YouTube on demand are really bad. And I'm just not getting the support anymore. It ended. So I don't know what else to say. You got to understand, you know, I keep things in the rotation when there's interest. No views, no engagement, no views on demand, and you know, not even a third of my support goal. Like someone just said in chat, it's curtains for this game. I mean, I don't even know what else to say. The other thing is, apparently this game is a minimum 30 hours. And at this point now, we were at 12 parts. Some of the parts were longer than an hour, so we were probably around 13, 14 hours. After tonight, we're probably 16, 17 hours in. So we're past the halfway point. But you're still talking playing this game once a week for another, like, month and a half to beat it. So I don't even know what else to say. You know? I really tried as long as I could. I tried to make it entertaining with my choices, with my commentary. There were people who liked it, just not a lot. And for whatever reason, those people just weren't around tonight to support the playthrough. So I don't know what else to say. You know, I don't. I wish that I could justify, like, people, oh, play another stream. Dude, we just had a stream of not even 200 viewers. Everyone in chat saying the game is boring and no support after the first 10 minutes. So why would you keep doing something when every single sign is bad? It's not even like, oh, well, there's not a lot of viewers, but the viewers that are here are loving it. That's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, now, this is the first time that it hasn't even worked support-wise, so... Okay. That guy says it's all good, we get it. He's an alcoholic with amnesia after a 5-day bender. He must be a detective in a small town in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Unless there's some kind of miraculous turnaround, I think this is going to be it for Disco Elysium. I certainly can see why people like the game as much as they do. It's completely unique. I've never played a game like this before that has this kind of dialogue. It's this dialogue heavy, these heavy topics. But unless you're really into it, I doubt you would like the playthrough, right? And I don't think that many people are really into it. I mean, only people who played it themselves and enjoyed it. But it's really, I'm not even kidding. This is the least attended, least engaged, least viewed playthrough that I've done ever. Ever. In history. In the 17 years I've been a YouTuber. It actually has the least amount of attention on it. So, all right, guys. So, thanks for watching. Like I said, unless there's a miracle that happens, that's going to be it for Disco Elysium. Let's see what happens, but I'm not feeling much, you know. I did my best to make it work, but I can only do so much, okay? All right. Thanks, guys.